Hello guys, how are you? So in this video, I'm going to talk about click-through rate, CTR. Now, if you are running Amazon advertisement, then you would know what this is. Or if you don't know, I'm going to talk about this thing in today's video. So first of all, what is click-through rate? Why is it so important to decide whether your ads are showing to the right person or not, to the right buyer or not? So we are going to discuss about click-through rate, how it is impacted, what are the things that you need to do to increase the click-through rate, what is a good percentage of click-through rate, and how can I decide whether your product is good or not just by looking at your click-through rates. So first of all, what is click-through rate? So click-through rate is basically, suppose you are at Amazon's website. So suppose your ad is shown to 1000 people and out of which only 100 people went to your listing, click on that ad. So if out of the 1000 people, only 100 people clicked on that ad, that means the click-through rate is 10%. Now you may ask, what is a good percentage of click-through rate? So previously we used to work with this metrics. Okay, now also we look at it, but we look at it now a different way. So a click-through rate of normally 0.4 to 0.8% is considered as really good. The more higher the click-through rate, the more better your ad is performing. That means your ad is showing to the relevant buyer, not to irrelevant buyers. If it has been shown to irrelevant buyers, that means your click-through rate would have been very low. Now, if you're running sponsored product ads, sponsored brand ads, and sponsored display ads, then the click-through rate of all these three are completely different because the customer in those phases are completely different. So people that are searching in Amazon by searching a keyword, they see your sponsored product ads, and that if you ask maximum of the customers, they don't even know that okay, this is an ad or not. And that is why, since it is listed on the same position as the organic listing as well, so maximum customer don't even know that is an ad. If you ask your family member or relative, they won't be able to tell that. And that is why the click-through rate of sponsored products are very high. And then comes the sponsored brand ads, that is your headline search ads and all. Then comes the sponsored display ads. So the click-through rate percentage will vary accordingly. And also if you look at match types, then also the click-through rate of different match types are completely different. So for exact match, obviously the click-through rate will be very high. But for phrase, it will be not as much as exact, but it will be higher than broad match. Obviously because in broad it targets a wide audience. So there will be very less relevant buyers and maximum will be non-relevant. And also if you're talking about product targeting ads, then obviously if you're targeting your own product ASINs in ads, that means if you want your product to show on your product listings, then the click-through rate will be very high. This we used as a defensive campaigns and all. And if you're targeting your competitor's ASIN or any other ASIN, the click-through rate of those will be not that high as if you're targeting your own brand ASINs. So now let me tell you how to improve your click-through rate. So to improving your click-through rate, you have to look at your main image. It is your main image that drives maximum towards this. Also you have to look at your title. And also know that more than 85% conversion or sale comes from mobile devices. So customers generally purchase from mobiles. So make sure your title is optimized for mobile view. Now, while optimizing for mobiles, because in mobile it shows very less characters. Almost like 60 to 70 characters are shown on mobiles. So make sure your title's main points, suppose you have some extra feature, extra benefit which your competitor do not have, or you have extra bundle, add that on the first 50 to 60 characters in order to show that on the title. Also the main image should be actually different from the rest of the competition. Now these are few examples of main images that would be really great for few of my products. Okay, these are few of my products that I used to sell. Now this type of main image obviously drives a lot of click-through in the market are completely same. Those products are same while you launch a product and it is completely different. Your main image shows a complete different type of product. Your main image is actually good than those. Then your click-through rate will be really high. Now also there are a few things that you can drive to increase your click-through rate. So if you have bundles and all, then you can add those in the main image and it will drive more conversion when your competitors do not have those. Now there are a few things that will drive more click-through rate, that will increase your click-through rate percentage, that are using digital coupons. Now digital coupons, you can use that, you can actually put a percentage off or a money off, and you can use that. That will drive a lot of extra click-through rate percentage. It will increase your click-through rate percentage. And also if your product has Amazon choice or bestseller batch, then also it is going to drive towards this click-through rate percentage. Now the ads that you create by using the keywords or ASIs that you got from search term report, that is those proven keywords and those proven ASIs that got you 3+ sales or more. If you use those keywords or those ASIs, obviously your click-through rate will be very high. The next thing that is important for increasing your click-through rate is running long tail keywords in your ads. If you're running advertisement and using the search term which are long tail, that has 3-4 words, then there is more likely customer will click more into those. The customer quality will be more relevant towards those keywords. And as a result, obviously your click-through rate will be high. Now if your click-through rate in a campaign is very high, why not increase the bids? If the campaign is profitable, the metrics is within your range, why not increase the bids so that because it is already proven that customers are relevant, and that is why the click-through rate is so high. Then you should actually show your products more in front of those customers to get more sales. But make sure every data, every points are in your metrics that you have already set. So those were a few things about click-through rate or CTR, and hope this video really helps you in understanding CTR or click-through rate. And I'll see you guys again in the next video.